We have a lot to unpack in this Country Wayne skits. So let's get on into it. Ralphie, gotta be your caddy. You can be my big daddy. Take it slowly. Heaven homemade. Gotta be your caddy. You can be my big daddy. Yeah, my big daddy. Big daddy. Yeah, we love our big daddy. Congratulations, Robbie. You went in there and you showed why you was the man. That's right, Ralphie. You go in there and do your thing. You better go, boy. We proud of you. Because he went in there and showed that man why shoes can make a people a lot of money. And I am so proud that Diva let him do that. I am so very, 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 very proud of her. Because the fact that she was able to allow him to go and do that was amazing, because she could have just not even brought it up. The fact that she's trying to make up and make amends for what happened with T Hustle, and the fact that what T Hustle did, I really commend them for that. Both of them for doing that. As for Mike and Melissa, I understand Melissa's point, because the fact that she was at the club minding her own business, and here comes J-Mo coming in there trying to get her attention, and she's not giving him any type of attention whatsoever. I'm not surprised about him being mad, because it was cool when he was out here doing his thing. Melissa don't even know that he has a child. She don't even know about that. So I knew that it wasn't the fact of her messing with J-Mo like that, but I hate they didn't go the route of her being with Chubbs. I think that would have been a better skit of Chubbs trying to get Nikki back by taking Melissa. That would have been better. And why didn't we see the skit of what happened? Why did we just hear about it and not see it? That's what I'm saying. It would have been better if they'd have did like D when they took Melissa. Same thing with Tamara. They should have did the same thing with this situation. Because you know Chubbs wants revenge. He wants to get back at Mike for what happened. And what better way than to take Melissa? That's what they should have did. But anyway, it's just crazy how they did this. But I'm not really necessarily mad at it, honestly. I just feel like that it could have went a different direction. But I'm glad to see her back. But I just feel like that, in this instance, that they should have done this a completely different way. As for Ernestine, just leave that man alone. That man is going to always, no matter what, want Melissa. And I think every woman, they keep thinking that he's going to eventually leave Melissa alone. He ain't going to leave Melissa alone. But I love the fact that out of all of these characters, Melissa is the only one that's growing. Out of all the females in these skits, Melissa is the only one that is growing. But I think Melissa needs to get out that club, and Mike, you need to get her out of that club. And as for Sonny, no, you shouldn't have spent the night at that guy's house. See, here's my thing. Sonny needs to grow up and put her big girl panties on and start dealing with men without her friends, because her and Amber are the same way. They have to bring their friends in everything. They can't never keep nothing to themselves. Now, I understand the fact of Jocelyn not letting her spend the night. I get it, because as a friend, I wouldn't either. But at the same time, if you're not ready to be in that space, then don't date. Because eventually, this man is going to want to be alone with you. And yet you got your sister, your best friend, all of these people. That's how Amber got in her situation with Shayla. And that's how you ended up in the situation you in when it comes to Melissa. Because when he was trying to give his all to you, you didn't want to do that. And now he's with Melissa. So at the end of the day, girl, look, if he's not your type, he's not the person for you, then leave him alone and let him be with somebody that is. The only reason you're doing this is because Mike is with Melissa. You want Mike. That is who you want. Just like Dominique. Dominique wants Mike. That's why she always got an attitude. Say what you want to. Y'all want who you want, even though they don't want you. And you're settling. I would never tell nobody to settle, but I do think people need to be with somebody that actually wants you. But you need to take the time to get to know them and not look at them like the person you want, or be with them because you're lonely or because you ain't got nobody. That's not a good reason to be with somebody. Sarah. Okay, back to Ernestine and James. Girl, you need to accept the fact that that man is going to continue to deal with Melissa no matter what. And I'm glad Melissa told the truth. That way, Mike knows, because she is really trying to move on from J-Mo. But J-Mo just can't move on from her. So it's not Melissa. It's James that's the problem. Because if he really didn't want nothing to do with Melissa, then he wouldn't be trying to, every time he see her, get her attention and trying to get her back after he made the choice that he wanted to be with Ernestine. I'm just a little lost on that one. So please forgive my confusion. But girl, you need to move on, and you need to end up with Trey. And I know you concerned about Trey, as you should be, concerned about him, because the fact that you haven't seen him. And girl, you like the man, and that's fine. You like him, and that's cool. So that's the way I look at with that situation. With Flawless, girl, that man ain't nothing but pimping you out. He ain't no different than a pimp. It's the same way that a pimp takes care of his hoes is how he's treating you. Girl, that man ain't got no respect for you. That man don't care nothing about that at all. All he cares about is that he has a roster of women on his arm that look good on his arm, and every woman serves a purpose. That's just it on that. So, girl, you need to go ahead on with that. That man is sitting there playing your face, and that's it on that. Latat, see the fact that you up here sleeping with Phil, you are trying to get pregnant, knowing you ain't pregnant. And when Lateris finds out that you lied to him, girl, you better pray to God you gonna live. I don't think he discriminates when it comes to unaliving men or women, especially anybody that crossed him. See, that's what I'm saying. Your mama is the one got you up here playing games and stuff. And now Mariana got to tell Latotsi that she's the one that unalived her brother, and why. That's going to be an interesting conversation. Can we get back to that? As for Shayla, you did this when it came to putting on Amber's wedding dress. You did this. Like I said, I get the fact that you think you're better than Amber. But girl, Amber got a career. Amber got a business. Amber got a brand. Amber is doing very well for herself, and Amber is living her best life. So the fact that you up here and you are out here doing whatever it is that you doing, I don't know what to tell you. All I do know is that, girl, you need to let that go and move forward. And that's just it on that. But as far as Momo D, she playing you. She playing your face. Raquel and Momo playing you. At the end of the day, you don't know that Raquel is messing with Don, and you don't know that Momo, that's her actual boyfriend. Girl, she playing you for the money, sweetheart. You gonna end up right back with Tamara when it's over and done with. Because you and Tamara gonna both realize y'all being played by these people y'all messing around with, thinking these other people are better. Why don't y'all just go ahead on and get back together and realize y'all are meant to be together and do this together and work together to build something? It's just like what I said earlier about women and men. If people would actually work together, y'all be so much better off. But then again, what do I know? As for Sarah, girl, wake up. Brock is the one that sent your stuff, which is the reason why Drew is at his house. Put two and two together, girl. Girl, use your condom sense. And Athena, you are with a stalker. If you try to leave that man's probably gonna unalive you. Lord have mercy. Wayne, you got to do better. Please do better with these skits, because this don't make no sense what y'all got going on. Bye.